Okay, all right. So I thought this was a really intense match. I thought both teams played at a really high level. Wake Forest, obviously, we know they're big and physical. They have some good attackers, especially in the middle and on the right side. And they have really good libero. I thought they did a good job. So we got to give them credit for that. However, I think our team played really well as well. If I go back into that third set, I thought our middle, I think it was Saria, had a really good block, and that would have been the end of that set. However, they did a really good recovery and picked that ball up. That's a ball usually blocked 9 out of 10 times. That's very hard to pick up. So I think that kind of showcased how close this match was. Even though it was won 3-1, I think this match could truly have gone either way based on the outcome of that third set. I think that was the crucial moment. I have to give Wake credit, but I have to give our team credit too, because I thought it was a huge improvement from our last couple matches we played at home. We hit at 279, which is a huge improvement from the last two matches. We had 12 blocks against a team that's way bigger and more physical than us, so that was a really good effort. I thought on the other side we could have been a little bit more consistent with our serve and our serve receive. I think the margin is a little bit too wide. If we would have kept that a little closer, I think we could have had a better outcome in some of those plays. But overall, I think as much this hurts and losing this match, however, I thought from a volleyball quality standpoint, the spectators got a really good match. So,
we'll open up for questions.
Yeah, Coach, Ashley got the start and obviously played a lot today. What was sort of the thought process there to give her the start?
Yeah, Ashley, I thought she's been practicing really well. I thought she did really, had some really good sessions this week. She looked really stable on serve receive and on serve, and she was very consistent and very, in a very calming way. So we thought that she deserves a shot on the right side. I thought obviously she did a good job, and then when she was a little bit struggling, then we were able to bring Marie, and then Marie ended up doing a good job for us. Another reason we made that switch was just to bring in another additional attacker from the back row. Marie gives us that option from the right side in the back row.
Coach, it was a really big day for Gabby McLaughlin, 21 kills. What did you like what you saw out of her today?
Yeah, obviously, I mean, it's Gabby, everybody attacks Gabby. We talked about it multiple times. I think the last couple of matches she was really struggling for the first time in the season on serve receive and even more on the offense. So I'm really proud of her performance today. I thought she did a really good job bouncing back. We took her out of serve receive at the beginning of the match as much as we could, just to kind of give her a little breaks there and kind of allow her to get into the rhythm. And then she actually did a really good job on serve receive, end up passing the ball at a high percentage. So because of that, we brought her back into the serve receive pattern, and obviously she really stabilized on serve receive for us today and did a really good job on the offense for us.
Coach, you talked about how close it felt, especially with that set being a key turning point. You felt like a lot of those pivotal moments just didn't go your guys' way tonight. Would you agree with that assessment, and how do you think it looked?
I don't know. I mean, it was 26-24. I think it could have gone either way. I think there was some other plays that went our way. I thought it was actually a good sign. In the last two matches, I thought a lot of the long rallies, the conversion percentage was low on our end. Today it was much better. I thought some of the long rallies, we made some plays and won those rallies. So that's a good sign. That's also a good sign that our legs are kind of recovered. We got our legs underneath us. I think we looked way fresher this weekend than last weekend. So those are all good things we can build on.
We
Coach, you
got time for one or two more.
Coach, you touched on Wake's extreme size differential and kind of their increased physicality at the
Yeah.
net, but also that we really improved from our previous matches, specifically against Georgia Tech.
Yeah.
What do you credit kind of that success to? Are we swinging around the block? Are we looking for different areas on the court? How are we getting more tools off their block when
Yeah.
they do have that increased
Yeah,
size?
absolutely. I mean, our team, because of the size difference, we kind of have to reinvent ourselves consistently, right? And Thea, our setter, and all our hitters, especially the pin hitters, have done a good job in this match, moving around. You know, we worked on it this week, creating better looks for the outsides. Also, putting more pressure on the opposing block, where they have to laterally move in order to set up the block. You know, so I think that worked really well today. I mean, it shows in the hitting percentage. Both pins hit at a good percentage overall as a team. So that, again, that's another really good thing. Thank you for pointing that out, that we can build on, you know. But we got to keep reinventing ourselves, you know, and that's the way it is for us throughout the season.
Anything final for Coach?
What does reinventing yourself look like for NC State on Sunday?
Well, I think we did a lot today that really worked. I think sometimes you have to, and this is really tough, right? I mean, we just finished a really emotional and intense match, and it really hurts, you know, when you lose a match like that. But you have to allow yourself to take a step back and look at the things that worked well, you know. Again, I think this was a really, really close match. So we don't have to, per se, reinvent ourselves to the next match. We only have a one hour session tomorrow. I think we need to build on what we did really well today, and then try to be more consistent in the area of serve receive and serving. You know, if we can bring that margin down, reduce it, I think we're going to be in a better spot.
Thank you, Coach.
Yeah.
You, Coach.
Thank